everyone would love to make their own PC mod, but not a lot of people has the time, the money, and the skills to build one actually. What if there was an alternative to that? A way to customize your builds in a matter of minutes by like making drawings on it, maybe even RGB drawings. That would be awesome, right? Well, today there's such a product, and it's the Darkflash DK210 Graffiti, which enables you to customize your builds multiple times with a pen. Let's unbox it and build a PC. If you buy this case, you also have the chance to win up to 550 USD. Stick until the end of the video to learn more about it. This is, as you can see, a gift from Darkflash, which I thanks a lot, and this is also an engineering sample for testing, so this is not the final product. But enough talking, you can see it also on this side. We can open it up. Let's go. This will be the packaging, of course, and it's flipped. Fuck me. There you go. This is the box, but we need to unbox this box also. Best way to unbox a case is just to flip it over and remove the box. A lot of foam, of course. We can flip this to the side, remove some foam. We can start to see the case itself, but it's flipped once again. So let's move it. If from the side can seem like your average PC case with the glass panel, which is removable with the screws, on the front there is the really interesting part of this build, because here you'll be able to just draw everything you want, and you'll be able to see it reflected with RGB lights. But enough talking. Let's make a list of all the components we're going to use. We're going to use the B460 from ASRock Steel Legend as our motherboard. We paired with the Intel i3 10100F and 16 gigs of RAM, Viper Steel RGB 3200 MHz dual channel for storage, 2000 NVMe SSD from Kingston, the KC2500, and as our main drive, the MTech X300 in the size of 512 gigs. Our GPU, we're going to stick with the garbage RX 460 because I'm not gonna pay the insane prices there are right here around. For power, the Antec HCG 750 watt. For cooling, the Arctic 360mm radiator, and of course for case, the Darkflash DK210 Graffiti. First of all, let's have a look at the back, because I need to find the pen which will allow me to make some sketches with it. Let's see if in here in the box there is what we are looking for. And yes, there you go. We have a cleaning cloth to erase our drawings. We have our pen, all of the screws we need, and some zip ties and a brush. We're going to see all the functionalities of this case after we've built the PC itself. So let's get started. First of all, let's remove also the side panel, and let's place, not in the first place, the motherboard. First I want to insert the PSU, and then we're going to be able to route all the cables. Let me place it right here. Okay, it's fully modular, so super comfy for cable management and stuff like this. We can now go place the motherboard, but first, since I usually forgot it, let's go place the shield, which is this right here, and it must face like this. Okay, we can now place the motherboard since I've passed all the cables we're going to need. And now it's just a matter of screwing down the motherboard and connecting all the cables. That is done. We can connect the main 24-pin cable to the motherboard. We can connect the little bastard there on the top, which is the 4+4-pin connector. And this is like pure evil, because if you have a normal power supply, you probably have problems fitting your arm there and the cable, because it's usually pretty short. We can now also place the RAM modules on my motherboard. The first slots to fill are the A2 and B2, which are these two. So I can just unclip, and it made the right sound, like the popping sound, you know. And RAM is installed. First of all, I'm going to install these little cables. These cables are usually my nemesis in every build. Where are they? Is what I fear the most. I hope these are in the correct order, I'm not sure. We now need to install the radiator. I'm going to install it here on the internal part and the fans on this side. Spoiler, I end up installing the fans on the inside because there was not enough clearance on the outside. We now need to apply the thermal paste. We're gonna use the MX5 from Arctic. We can apply it. Okay, that's enough. That's definitely enough. Let's make sure that the cables are not in the way. Now I need to screw it down, but I've lost one of these small screws, so fuck me. The only thing left is to insert the GPU and to cable manage. Okay, the GPU is in. I'm gonna screw it down. This is my final result. The customization offered by this case is incredible. With a simple white marker, such as this one included in the box, you can draw whatever you want, and in a matter of minutes, you can change completely the look of it. As for the rest of the case, it's pretty small for a full tower, especially for the front radiator. You only have about 2 centimeters of clearance between the front panel and the frame, which forced me to place the fans inside the case. Not a huge problem, but you need to consider this. The front panel has meshes on the side of it, but of course air won't come through the front of it. You can also place a 240mm radiator on top of the case, or a 120mm one on the back. Or you can decide to place a couple of 180mm fans on the top of the case. For SSDs and hard disks, you have space for 2 3.5 inches and 2 2.5 inches drives. I've removed the 3.5 drive bay to make a little bit more room for the cables, because you just need to take off one screw and you're good to go. As cable management goes, you have your average hooks for the zip ties on the back, and this really nice compartment on the front, which allows you to pass the 24 pins and the GPU cables with ease. But if you want, you can also pass the GPU cable by this small hole on the upper part of the PSU cover, so that you make a shorter route if you have a tight cable. Let's now talk about a very interesting contest Darkflash is hosting. You can win up to 550 USD. All you need to do is post a photo of your drawing on the DK210 graffiti on social media such as Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, you know it. And take a screenshot of your post. Then you will need to send 3 high resolution photos of your drawing, a picture of you with your build, the screenshot you previously took about your post, the name of the build, your name and the country you live in. Either through DM to Darkflash on Instagram and Facebook or at the email you're seeing right now here on screen. You have time until 25th October. At that point, you'll be able to vote through Darkflash social medias, and the first 5 builders will receive 50 USD. Then from 5th to 11th November, Darkflash will pick 5 out of the 15 previous winners, because there were other 2 draws one in August and one in September, but I didn't get my hands on the case until like a week ago. And you'll vote again between these. The first place will win $500, second place $300, and third place $200. If you don't take part of the contest, I would be really glad if you voted for my build. And if you wanna participate in it, good luck!
Jack it up.
If you stick until this point, here is an extra pill for you.